This video will cover both part 2 and part 3 of the Course of True Love mission series, with part 2 being the more challenging of the two. If you're anything like me, your first attempt might have ended with you stranded in the middle of a field surrounded by guards. But don't worry, I'm here to show you that this mission becomes much easier once you know the right approach. For part 2, your objectives are: reach Penelope without being spotted, complete the mission within 3 minutes. To help with the second objective, I'll include a timer and keep everything unedited so you can see the full process. First, we approach the guards at the front of the house before riding in to speak with one of the workers who helps us locate Bo. As far as I know, this part isn't timed, so we'll start the timer only after the cutscene ends when we find him. Bo can be found inside the grounds, behind a building just a short distance from where you've just spoken to one of the workers. Once he's located, speak with him to trigger a short cutscene. It will be after this cutscene that I will start the timer. As soon as the cutscene ends, whistle your horse right away. There's a slight delay, but it shouldn't be an issue as long as you mount up quickly and get moving. For the first part of the ride, simply follow the yellow waypoint marker on your minimap. We'll only start deviating from it once we get closer to the fields on the Braithwaite grounds. It also goes without saying that you should be riding as quickly as you can. If you have a low bonded horse, then don't forget to press the calm button every so often, which will help you maintain your horse's stamina. I'm going to leave all the footage in here of my ride to get to Penelope, so you can see my route and watch the timer. Be cautious on this turn. As you can see, I completely mess it up while trying to avoid the jump, fall off and end up crashing straight through the fence. After entering or crashing through the fence like me, you can start to deviate from the minimap route and head straight for the yellow circle, which is the end point. Ahead of me here you can see Braithwaite Manor. When we reach it, we will need to start going left to avoid all the guards. We now get the instruction to sneak past the guards. Watch the route I now take carefully and follow exactly what I do. What I am essentially doing here is riding a wide circle around the back of Braithwaite Manor, keeping the guards' red awareness indicators to my right. What I'm aiming for is this large entrance to the field and the gate here. Once through the gate, the gazebo where Penelope will be sitting in is just across the water. You can either dismount and swim across or ride your horse straight across the water. Once you get to the steps, the game will probably pause the timer here as you then enter another short cutscene. It's okay to skip these cutscenes, it will not affect meeting your objective.
Penelope Braithwaite?
Finally, once out of the cutscene, all you need to do now is escape the red area on the map. So mount back up, cross back over the water the same way you arrived, and then immediately turn right and ride as fast as you can. As you can see, following this route exactly as I do gives you plenty of time to complete this mission within 3 minutes. If this guide to part 2 has helped, please do stop and like the video. It will really help to share this guide with others. Now on to part 3, which is a real simple gold medal you can get. The only difficulty I would say is having to repeat this and sitting through it a second time because it's really slow moving. There's only one objective, which is to complete within 4 minutes and 15 seconds, so I will of course be adding a timer so you can see how quickly I managed to do it. As with all missions, the cutscenes don't count, so you can skip through these. The timer will start as soon as you're told to mount your horse. The best advice here is to follow the game's instructions and encourage Bo to ride faster by pushing your horse to match his speed. You can't really take any shortcuts here either because you have to follow Bo all the time.
Easy, boy. Calm down.
I can't be calm. If we don't get there in time, my true love may be shot.
If she wants to rally, you gotta let her rally.
Well, good as the cause is, I can't let her become a martyr to it. I want to marry a flesh and blood woman, not a statue in her honor.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
There.
Once you reach Penelope, there will be a short cutscene again where the timer will pause and Arthur will be asked to ride the protest wagon through the town of Rhodes. The timer will restart once you're in full control of the wagon. Again, it's almost impossible to speed this bit up, so just enjoy the ride, watching the reactions of the NPCs as you ride past them.
Main Street, right through town to the steps of the Bank of Rhodes, Mr. What was your name?
Arthur Morgan.
Very good, Mr. Morgan. Not too quick and not too slow. We need them to hear our voice.
Well, they'll hear it all right.
Very good, very good. Mr. Morgan, are you an old friend of the movement?
I'm just a driver, Mrs. Calhoun, and maybe a shotgun messenger if it comes to it. I hope it won't.
Well, our message will be delivered peaceably, Mr. Morgan. You can keep your shotgun to yourself. Look out for those stragglers, please. Stay on Main Street. It's a left up here, Mr. Morgan. Look at these people. It's about to get exciting. I can feel it.
I believe you might be right.
Good day, Sheriff. I trust you'll make sure it's a peaceful assembly.
Easy there.
Oh, do give it a rest, you sorry fool. Mr. Morgan, I give you the male of the species.
Yeah, that's a pretty dumb specimen, I grant
Almost there. Take us just
Once
a
you
little
reach the
further,
bank, you will be
please.
asked to stop the
Ladies?
wagon for another cutscene. You can of course skip this one if you want to, and then we have one last ride with Bo to reach Bulger Glade.
it. Quick now.
Bo is pretty slow here to mount up on his horse, which can be a little bit frustrating. There's nothing you can do to speed that bit up. Just wait for him and then follow him. Push your horse as fast as you can and Bo will then be forced to ride faster as well.
A land of progress. Look at the beautiful land we have built.
You don't want to go back and hear the speeches? I ain't voted before, but kind of getting hot for voting rights.
I don't know whether to take you seriously, Mr. Morgan. My cousins are my primary concern right now. If everyone knows about Penelope and me...
Everyone knows about Penelope and you. I know about Penelope and you, and I've been here all of 10 minutes. Sooner it's out, sooner it's resolved.
The sooner it's dealt with, you mean, we're dealt with. Our families, the Grays and the Braithwaites, we bury our secrets, and we bury them deep.
Your secrets and your treasure.
You know, Catherine Braithwaite's got a daughter. No one's seen her in years. She weren't right, you know, and Penelope said...
I ain't heard about daughters. I heard about gold.
But
And there you have it. Part 3 is a simple gold medal that most people are likely to have earned on their first try. If not, it should only take one more attempt to get it right. If these guides are helpful, let me know in the comments section. I've included links to the gold medal series and other guides in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Time to go, boy.